Welcome to an incredible journey through the world of ancient Greece, where myths and legends come alive. In this video, we're diving into the fascinating stories of the Greek gods, powerful, mysterious beings who ruled the heavens, seas, and earth. From mighty Zeus, the king of the gods, to wise Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and Poseidon, the ruler of the oceans. Each deity has a story filled with adventure, power struggles, and timeless lessons. Join us as we explore the intriguing lives, strengths, and secrets of these divine beings. Discover how these ancient gods influenced not only Greek culture but left a legacy that still inspires us today. Let's unravel the mysteries of Olympus together and see what these legends have to teach us in the modern world. So, sit back, relax, and let the adventure begin. Zeus, the king of the Greek gods, is a figure of immense power, strength, and authority in Greek mythology. Known as the god of the sky, thunder, and lightning, Zeus ruled from his throne on Mount Olympus, wielding his mighty thunderbolt, a symbol of his divine wrath and strength. But his path to becoming the ruler of gods and mortals was far from easy. Born to the Titan Cronus, who feared a prophecy that foretold his downfall by one of his children, Zeus was saved by his mother, Rhea, who tricked Cronus into swallowing a stone instead. Raised in secret, Zeus grew strong and eventually confronted Cronus, freeing his siblings and leading a legendary battle known as the Titanomachy. After defeating the Titans, he divided the realms with his brothers. Zeus claimed the skies, Poseidon took the seas, and Hades ruled the underworld. As king, Zeus became the god of justice and order, but he was also known for his passionate nature and countless affairs, often sparking conflicts among the gods. Despite his flaws, Zeus remains a powerful figure in mythology, a symbol of the ancient world's fascination with power, justice, and the mysteries of the universe. His legacy lives on, inspiring art, literature, and modern storytelling as a reminder of the timeless struggle between strength and restraint. Hera, the queen of the Greek gods, stands as one of the most powerful and complex figures in Greek mythology. As the goddess of marriage, women, childbirth, and family, Hera was deeply revered, symbolizing the sanctity and importance of marriage and family life. She ruled alongside her husband, Zeus, from the heights of Mount Olympus, embodying strength, beauty, and a regal presence. Often depicted wearing a crown and holding a scepter, Hera's image reflected her authority and dignity as queen. However, her marriage to Zeus was complicated, as Zeus was known for his numerous affairs with both mortal and divine beings. This betrayal ignited Hera's legendary jealousy and temper, traits that became defining elements of her character. Rather than directing her anger at Zeus, Hera often targeted his lovers and their children, seeking vengeance in ways that showcased her influence and unyielding nature. In one well-known story, she pursued Hercules, Zeus's mortal son, subjecting him to the nearly impossible 12 labors. While some view her actions as harsh, they reflect her fierce loyalty to her marriage and her refusal to accept disrespect, even from the king of the gods. Despite these conflicts, Hera was a protector of women, mothers, and children, fiercely defending those who sought her blessings in marriage and childbirth. Her complex personality made her both feared and respected, symbolizing the ideals and struggles of marriage and family life. Through her myths, Hera embodies both the beauty and challenges of loyalty and resilience, reminding us of the ancient world's reverence for family bonds and the strength required to protect them. Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, harvest, and fertility, was one of the most beloved deities in Greek mythology, representing the nourishing forces of nature. As the goddess who presided over crops and the fertility of the land, Demeter's influence was crucial for the survival of ancient societies that depended on farming. She was also associated with the cycle of life and death, symbolizing growth, abundance, and the changing seasons. Her most famous myth involves her daughter, Persephone, who was abducted by Hades to become the queen of the underworld. Heartbroken, Demeter searched tirelessly for Persephone, and during her grief, she neglected the earth, causing crops to wither and the land to become barren. This led to the first winter, as the earth reflected her sorrow. When Zeus intervened, a compromise was made. Persephone would spend part of the year with Hades in the underworld, and the rest with her mother. Thus, when Persephone returned to Demeter, the earth would bloom in spring and summer. When she left, the cold seasons would come. Through this myth, Demeter became the symbol of the natural cycles of life, death, and rebirth, embodying the nurturing, protective aspects of motherhood and the resilience of life itself. Her legacy endures as a reminder of the vital connection between humans and the earth, and the importance of honoring the forces that sustain life. Poseidon, the god of the sea, earthquakes, and horses, was one of the most powerful and unpredictable figures in Greek mythology. As the ruler of all waters, he held dominion over oceans, rivers, and lakes, wielding his mighty trident to stir up storms, create tidal waves, or calm the waters. Known for his temper, Poseidon could be both protective and vengeful. Sailors and fishermen often prayed to him for safe travels, while cities built grand temples to earn his favor, recognizing his power to bring both prosperity and destruction. Poseidon's unpredictable nature mirrored the sea itself, at times calm and beautiful, and at other times fierce and merciless. Beyond his connection to the ocean, Poseidon was also the god of horses and is said to have created the first horse, symbolizing strength and freedom. One of his most famous myths involves his rivalry with Athena over the patronage of Athens. While Poseidon offered a gift of water by striking his trident into the earth, Athena's gift of the olive tree proved more useful to the people, leading to her victory. Despite this loss, Poseidon remained a respected and formidable god, known for his raw power and deep connection to nature's untamed forces. His legacy endures as a symbol of the sea's beauty, mystery, and danger, reminding us of the powerful and sometimes volatile relationship between humans and the natural world. Apollo, the god of the sun, music, poetry, prophecy, healing, and archery, was one of the most versatile and celebrated gods in Greek mythology. Known for his radiant beauty and golden lyre, Apollo represented harmony, order, and reason, embodying the ideal of balance in both nature and humanity. As the god of the sun, he drove his chariot across the sky each day, bringing light and life to the world. Apollo was also a patron of the arts, inspiring poets, musicians, and artists to create works of beauty and expression. His oracle at Delphi was one of the most important religious sites in ancient Greece, where mortals sought his guidance and prophecies on matters of life and fate. In addition to his artistic and prophetic roles, Apollo was a skilled archer, capable of striking down his enemies with precision, and a healer who could bring both illness and cure. His dual nature, capable of both creation and destruction, reflected the balance of life itself. Apollo's many myths include his pursuit of the nymph Daphne, who transformed into a laurel tree to escape him, leading Apollo to make the laurel his sacred symbol. Another famous tale recounts his punishment of the satyr Marsyas, showcasing his competitive spirit and fierce sense of justice. As a god who touched nearly every aspect of life, Apollo's legacy endures as a symbol of light, knowledge, and the pursuit of perfection, inspiring generations with his divine artistry and wisdom. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, war strategy, and craftsmanship, was one of the most revered and influential deities in Greek mythology. Known for her intelligence and fairness, Athena was the protector of cities and the embodiment of rational thought and strategic warfare. Unlike Ares, who represented the chaotic and violent aspects of war, Athena symbolized discipline, planning, and the pursuit of victory through intellect rather than brute force. She was also the goddess of crafts and practical skills, guiding artisans and inventors in their work. Born fully grown and armored from the forehead of her father, Zeus, Athena's origin story highlights her role as a goddess of intellect and power. She became the patron deity of Athens after her famous contest with Poseidon, where her gift of the olive tree, a symbol of peace, prosperity, and sustenance, won the favor of the city's people over Poseidon's offering of a saltwater spring. Athena was deeply connected to justice, often depicted as a mediator in disputes among gods and mortals. Her sacred symbols included the owl, representing wisdom, and the shield or aegis, embodying protection and strength. Athena's myths showcase her guidance and support for heroes like Odysseus during the Trojan War and Perseus in his quest to defeat Medusa. She was admired for her calm demeanor, strategic brilliance, and unwavering sense of justice. Athena's legacy endures as a symbol of wisdom, courage, and the power of intellect to overcome challenges, making her one of the most inspiring figures in mythology. Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and the moon, was one of the most independent and revered deities in Greek mythology. Known for her strength, grace, and fierce spirit, she embodied the untamed beauty of nature and was the protector of wild animals and young women. As the twin sister of Apollo, the god of the sun, Artemis was closely associated with the moon, illuminating the night skies and symbolizing mystery and femininity. She was also a skilled archer, often depicted carrying a silver bow and arrows, and her ability to move silently through the forest made her a master of the hunt. Artemis was a virgin goddess who valued her independence and freedom above all else. She vowed never to marry and fiercely protected her autonomy, punishing anyone who disrespected her or her sacred spaces. One famous myth tells the story of Actaeon, a hunter who stumbled upon Artemis bathing in a secluded grove. As punishment for his intrusion, she transformed him into a stag, and he was hunted by his own dogs. Despite her fierce nature, Artemis was also a nurturing figure, guarding young girls, aiding in childbirth, and bringing swift justice to those who harmed the innocent. Her sacred animals included the deer and the bear, and she was worshipped by hunters, travelers, and those seeking protection. Artemis's dual nature, both fierce and compassionate, made her a symbol of the balance between strength and gentleness, independence and care. Her legacy endures as a goddess of the wild, a protector of purity, and an emblem of the enduring power of nature and femininity. Ares, the god of war, represented the brutal, chaotic, and destructive aspects of battle in Greek mythology. Unlike Athena, who embodied strategy and discipline in warfare, Ares symbolized raw violence, bloodlust, and the frenzy of combat. Known for his fierce temper and thirst for conflict, Ares was both feared and disliked among the gods, often causing strife even in the divine realm. Despite his unpopularity, he was respected for his strength and courage on the battlefield, embodying the primal energy that drives warriors into the chaos of war. Ares was often accompanied by his companions, Deimos, terror, and Phobos, fear, who spread panic and dread among his enemies. He was also linked with Eris, the goddess of discord, highlighting his association with the destructive and divisive nature of war. Though Ares was a powerful fighter, many myths portray him as reckless and impulsive, often defeated by gods who relied on wit and strategy. One notable story recounts his humiliation during the Trojan War, where Athena outmaneuvered him in battle. Despite his flaws, Ares had a passionate and romantic side, most famously seen in his affair with Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Their union symbolized the connection between love and war, beauty and chaos. Ares's sacred animals included the vulture and the dog, both associated with death and battlefields. His legacy endures as a representation of the untamed and destructive forces of war, reminding us of both the power and the cost of unrestrained aggression. Ares remains a complex figure, embodying the raw, unfiltered energy of conflict and the darker side of human nature. Hephaestus, the god of fire, craftsmanship, and metalworking, was one of the most skilled and creative deities in Greek mythology. Known as the divine blacksmith, he forged the weapons, armor, and tools used by the gods, including Zeus's thunderbolt, Athena's shield, and Hermes's winged sandals. Unlike many other gods, Hephaestus was not known for his physical beauty or strength but rather for his intellect, artistry, and craftsmanship. His workshops, often depicted deep within volcanic forges, were the source of his incredible creations. Hephaestus had a unique and somewhat tragic origin. In some myths, he was born lame and was cast out of Olympus by his mother, Hera, because of his perceived imperfection. Despite this rejection, Hephaestus's resilience and talent allowed him to earn his place among the gods. In a twist of fate, his skills became indispensable to Olympus, and he was later reinstated as the god's master craftsman. His marriage to Aphrodite, the goddess of love, was a source of drama in mythology, as her infidelity with Ares, the god of war, caused tension and humiliation for Hephaestus. Yet, he remained a symbol of perseverance, using his hardships as fuel for his creative genius. Worshipped by blacksmiths, artisans, and craftsmen, Hephaestus represented the power of creation and the beauty of skill and labor. His legacy endures as a reminder of the value of hard work, ingenuity, and the ability to transform adversity into strength. Hermes, the god of travel, communication, trade, and trickery, was one of the most dynamic and versatile figures in Greek mythology. Known as the messenger of the gods, Hermes moved swiftly between the mortal and divine worlds, delivering messages and facilitating interactions. He was often depicted with winged sandals, a winged helmet, and a caduceus, a staff entwined with two snakes, symbolizing his role as a guide and protector. As a god of travelers and commerce, Hermes was revered for his cleverness and resourcefulness, often assisting gods and mortals in overcoming obstacles. He was also a god of thieves and cunning, known for his quick wit and playful mischief. One of his most famous myths tells how, as an infant, Hermes stole Apollo's cattle but charmed his way out of punishment by gifting Apollo the lyre, which he had invented. This story highlights Hermes' role as a trickster and innovator, balancing his mischievous nature with creativity and diplomacy. Hermes also played a significant role as a psychopomp, guiding souls to the underworld and ensuring their safe passage. This unique responsibility made him a bridge between life and death, further emphasizing his adaptability and importance. Worshipped by merchants, travelers, and orators, Hermes represented communication, negotiation, and ingenuity. His legacy endures as a symbol of adaptability, wit, and the power of effective communication, making him one of the most relatable and beloved gods in Greek mythology. Dionysus, the god of wine, revelry, theater, and ecstasy, was one of the most captivating and complex figures in Greek mythology. Known for his dual nature, Dionysus embodied both joy and chaos, representing the liberating yet destructive power of indulgence and passion. As the god of wine, he was celebrated for bringing the art of viticulture to humanity, offering mortals a way to escape their hardships and connect with the divine through festivities. However, he also symbolized excess, showing how indulgence, if unchecked, could lead to madness and ruin. Born from the union of Zeus and the mortal woman Semele, Dionysus had a unique origin. After Semele's tragic death, Zeus saved the unborn Dionysus by sewing him into his thigh until his birth, earning him the title, twice born. Raised by nymphs, Dionysus wandered the world, spreading the secrets of winemaking and establishing his cult, which became one of the most widespread and influential in ancient Greece. His followers, known as Maenads, celebrated him with wild, ecstatic rituals that often blurred the lines between reality and the divine. Dionysus was also a patron of the arts, particularly theater, which flourished during festivals held in his honor. His stories often highlight themes of transformation, liberation, and the tension between control and abandon. Despite his association with chaos, Dionysus was also a god of life, renewal, and creativity, reminding mortals of the importance of balance and the power of celebration. His legacy endures as a symbol of joy, freedom, and the enduring human desire to connect with something greater through art, emotion, and revelry. Hades, the god of the underworld, was one of the most powerful and mysterious figures in Greek mythology. As the ruler of the realm of the dead, Hades presided over the afterlife, overseeing the souls of the departed and maintaining the balance between life and death. Often misunderstood as a malevolent figure, Hades was not evil but rather a stern and just god who carried out his duties with fairness and authority. His realm, often referred to as simply Hades, was a vast, shadowy world beneath the earth, where the souls of mortals resided after death. Hades was the eldest son of the Titans Cronus and Rhea and the brother of Zeus and Poseidon. After the Titans were defeated, the three brothers divided the cosmos. Zeus claimed the sky, Poseidon the seas, and Hades the underworld. Despite his power, Hades rarely left his dark realm, preferring the solitude of his domain. His symbols, such as the bident, a two-pronged staff, and the helm of darkness, which granted invisibility, underscored his connection to the unseen and mysterious aspects of existence. One of the most famous myths involving Hades is his abduction of Persephone, the daughter of Demeter, whom he made his queen. This story explains the cycle of the seasons. When Persephone resides in the underworld, Demeter's sorrow brings winter, and when she returns to the earth, spring and summer bloom. Despite his fearsome reputation, Hades was not cruel. He ruled the underworld with order and ensured that the natural cycles of life and death were maintained. Hades' legacy endures as a symbol of the inevitability of death and the importance of respecting the forces that govern life's natural balance. His role in mythology serves as a reminder of the mysterious and enduring connection between life, death, and the unseen realms beyond. Aphrodite, the goddess of love, beauty, and desire, was one of the most enchanting and influential deities in Greek mythology. Known for her unmatched charm and allure, she was the embodiment of physical beauty and the powerful, often uncontrollable force of love and passion. According to myth, Aphrodite was born from the sea foam near the island of Cyprus, emerging as a radiant figure whose very presence could inspire admiration and desire in gods and mortals alike. Aphrodite's influence extended beyond romance, as she also represented fertility, creativity, and the harmony of the natural world. While her beauty was celebrated, she was also known for her complex and often tumultuous relationships. Married to Hephaestus, the god of fire and craftsmanship, she famously engaged in an affair with Ares, the god of war, symbolizing the tension and interplay between love and conflict. Her romances, both divine and mortal, were central to many myths, including her relationship with the mortal Adonis and her role in the famous Judgment of Paris, which ultimately sparked the Trojan War. Despite her association with beauty and sensuality, Aphrodite had a deeper side, symbolizing the transformative power of love and its ability to inspire, create, and sometimes destroy. Her sacred symbols included the dove, rose, and seashell, all reflecting her connection to love and nature. Aphrodite's legacy endures as a timeless symbol of love's complexity, its ability to unite and divide, and its profound impact on human life and culture. Through her stories, she reminds us of the enduring power of beauty, desire, and the universal pursuit of connection and affection. Hestia, the goddess of the hearth, home, and family, was one of the most peaceful and revered deities in Greek mythology. As the eldest daughter of Cronus and Rhea, she held a central role in the lives of both gods and mortals. Hestia symbolized warmth, comfort, and the stability of the home, embodying the sacred flame that burned in every household and temple. Her presence was essential for maintaining harmony and unity, making her a beloved figure in both domestic and public life. Unlike many other gods, Hestia was not involved in dramatic myths or conflicts. She chose a life of simplicity and devotion, rejecting marriage proposals from both Poseidon and Apollo to remain a virgin goddess, fully dedicated to her role as the protector of family and communal peace. Her importance was reflected in her role at the heart of every home, where offerings were made to her before and after meals, and in public temples, where her eternal flame was tended by priestesses to symbolize the enduring spirit of the community. Hestia's quiet strength and steadfast nature made her a symbol of stability in a world often marked by chaos and change. She was rarely depicted in art or stories, as her influence was felt more in the everyday lives of people than in grand tales. Her legacy endures as a reminder of the importance of family, unity, and the small, sacred spaces that form the foundation of life. Hestia represents the timeless values of warmth, kindness, and the power of a peaceful home to bring balance and comfort to the world.